the darting elite, the most exciting and entertaining players on the planet.
What happens when these players take the opportunities they win?
Showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. Wales, Germany, Scotland, England, the Netherlands, Ireland.
Everything is coming together.
Michael Smith is night one victor. Michael Van Gerwen. Nathan is off and running.
Luke the New, teenage prodigy.
Humphries. Can he be stopped? He's the world's best player. He is the world champion. Cool Hand Luke.
When you're at the top and the world number one, you never want to look down.
Cool-hand Luke Humphries!
To take out the reigning world champion. And Luke Humphries, he beats Rob Cross.
I'm nearly 25, this is my last chance to do anything in the youth circuit.
And Luke Humphries is the World Youth Champion 2019.
And Luke Humphries defeats Michael Van Gerwen, knocks him out of the Grand Slam.
I just proved again that I can be the top player.
You're due a major, aren't you?
I am due a major, but there's also Arsenal's due a major.
And Nathan Aspinall finishes with the fireworks.
A double finish sees him through to his first ever World Match Play semi-final.
Johnny Clayton has outlasted Luke Humphries.
Luke Humphries, he wants that first big TV major.
This for the championship. Luke Humphries is the World Grand Prix champion.
This amazing trophy was just something I'd always dreamed of having, so very, very privileged to have this trophy with me at the moment, and I just want to keep adding to it now. I want to win a lot more.
And it is Luke's cool hands that will lift the Eric Bristow Trophy for the first time in his career. He is the Grand Slam champion. Astonishing win! Hero Humphries to win his third major title in the space of 7 weeks. Welcome to the promised land, Alexandra Palace, and the biggest tournament in the world.
Do you want to clap or not?
Yes, please.
Yeah? It was a very important performance for myself because I felt like early on in the tournament I hadn't really been at my best.
It has been brilliant from cool hand Luke Humphries. We have the clash of Lukes, Humphries versus Littler for the Sid Waddell Trophy.
If I didn't put in a great performance against Scott, then maybe everyone would have probably just thought Luke was going to run away with it, but I'd come into form at the right time, and obviously Luke had been in good form throughout the whole of the tournament. It was quite strange how I didn't really feel nervous all day. I felt pretty good. Half an hour before I was going to go out, you start thinking about how big this really is. I knew the hype was real, and I know how good he was before everyone knew who he was. I'm one of the probably very few of the professional dart players who knew who Luke Littler was before he played at the World Championships. I knew how well he was playing in the tournament because I'd watched some of it. It was exciting, everyone was captivated by what he was doing. So there was no way that I thought he was going to fail in that final. There was no way I thought I was going to win it easy, or he was going to turn up and be rubbish. I knew I had to play well to win.
Double 16. And Luke Littler leads the World Championship final.
I honestly think that I went for a period, I think it was after 3 sets, I felt flat. It felt hard work, and as soon as I come back from the break at 4-2, it was much better from that moment. I just seeing the 170 what we're talking about.
Oh, we got one! A fish has been landed!
Looking back on things, that was a very, very pivotal moment because it gave me the boost and I started playing well again.
It might be hugely important in this match.
Double 2 for a 5-2 lead. Wow! What an important passage of play.
It is a massive moment because if he hits it, then it's big, very, very hard for me to come back from because we've been full of confidence. You get this moment of being in a world final and you get match dart.
Double 8 to claim the world title.
It's something that you can only but dream of, and for me to go on and hit it and not create a drama and get it done there and then, It was more relief, to be honest, and incredibly proud. I realised how big it was for my family, that they're all in tears. You know, when we walked into that World Championship, none of us would have dreamed of me walking away with that trophy. Winning a world title was not the same as winning any other major title. The biggest game of darts to ever be involved in, viewing figures wise, and I was the winner of it. And if I could pick it now, I'd hope that the 2025 World Final was me and Luke again, because I feel like we can bring out some great classics. It was a great way to start, but there's so much more that I want to win, and so much more that I can win.
The approach after winning the World Championships is more of a, work harder, because I feel like when you're at the top and you're world champion and you're world number one, you kind of never want to look down then. You don't ever want to be second, third, fourth and not be world champion. So I feel like it makes you more determined, makes you want to work harder to go on and keep being at the top.
And that is his first nightly win in the Premier League this year.
You're going to be playing really tough games every game you play, so I know that it's going to be brutal, but I always say it's a marathon, not a sprint.
For the weekly win. That is it. The world champ is now numero uno in this year's Premier League. He is top.
I think it would challenge me maybe mentally and physically. It's easy to have a couple of bad weeks and get too disappointed, and you've got to make sure that you don't let the emotions overtake you.
He wins and he wins and he wins. Can he be stopped? He's the top of the table. He's the world's best player. He is the world champion.
I think my determination is, up there as high as it's ever been, because I want to stay afoot for as long as possible.
I think he is absolutely, without doubt, the best player on the planet.
If I'm going to sum it up halfway through the season, I think it's gone the way I definitely would have wanted it to. My goal was to win 2 or maybe 3 nightly weeks throughout the whole season, so I've done it in the first half. Is obviously fantastic. My performances have been amazing.
Luke has shown remarkable consistency since October, really. It's not necessarily that he's pushing the game on to new heights, but he's pushing consistency levels on.
I love the game to pieces, and I'm really privileged to be in this position I am in, playing in Premier Leagues and World Series and all the majors in this amazing sport. So and then you're doing really well and matching records. It's fantastic, and it gives me a massive sense of achievement, and I'm really proud of the way that I've achieved so much already in my first season.
I think in Brighton, in week 6, he finally found his full game and really played superbly. He hasn't looked back since.
You're never going to make it to the top straight away when you walk into this sport. It's really tough. So I had a steady, slow rise up the rankings. It benefits me well because you learn along the way. It was never sort of a straight upwards curve. It sometimes was a bit, flatlined and then up and then flatlined then up again. And I think that's what took me to that next level and allowed me to be world number 1, now the world champion. I feel really good. My game's in a good shape, and I'm hoping to go on and win again tonight.
Gaff, we were in this. Fell asleep at 7:30, woke up at 1 in the morning. You did? Yeah. You missed a big battle. We're planning, this is exclusive, a end of season award ceremony. Yeah. So that'll be good. If you're available anyway. Well, you're quite a busy man at the minute. Cheers, boys. Thank you very much. Hey, all the best, mate. All right, good luck tonight, mate.
Good luck, mate. Yeah.
Luke Littler, double 10 for another win against Michael van Gerwen. And the nuke takes out MVG. Luke Littler wins again in the Premier League.
This is going to be a very tough game. Michael's playing a lot better now. He's recouped some of his form, and obviously in his home ground as well. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of stick, so I'm going to have to put up with that, and hopefully I'll let my darts do the talking.
He gets a big treble. And he gets a huge win for Michael Smith, and you can see the reaction, a deserved win. One dart to send it the distance. That is so good, and that is so Littler. Luke Littler is through to the final for the second week running.
This is the sort of stuff he was doing last year.
And he might have another one here, double 12! Gerwyn Price is perfect once again! He has been magnificent tonight.
Cut them cameras. Oh my God.
For the match, Luke Littler, the teenage sensation, defeats the man that's had it all at the end of his fingertips this evening. Get a win price.
Winning in front of these fans just means a lot.
You have the pressure on your shoulders much more than any time when you play Peter now, because everyone expects you to beat him all the time, whereas I know how good he can be. So I know I've got a tough game against him, and as I'm getting close to the playoffs, every win means a lot more than it did before. So getting through that first game means a lot to me now, and I'm going to do everything I can to do that again tonight.
Too much darting coming, and he's going to need them both. But he gets there in the end.
From the brink of defeat, it seemed, to victory for Van Gerwen.
This has been something special as well from Luke Humphries.
Yeah. Here, 180 to leave it. Humphries sitting on 131, does not get a pop.
Place in the Birmingham final of the Premier League. And Michael Van Gerwen defeats Michael Smith.
The man who has done it all against Luke Littler, the man who we think is going to do it all.
Yeah, double A to cap off a fine display, and Michael Van Gerwen gets over the line.
I'm probably have more confidence than anyone in this building, and but on the other hand, you have to show it. So you can say whatever you want, but you have to show it on the stage.
You are out there by yourself, to be honest. Obviously, you have people behind the scenes, managers and friends and family and stuff like that. But when you're up on the stage, there's only one person that can do what they're doing, and it's you. No one else can help you. And that can be tough sometimes when things ain't going well. It feels a very lone and dark place, but you have to bounce back. We're at a level now that you're playing week in, week out, and one bad week doesn't change the next week. You can improve on it and change it.
It's a Dutch tasting, like an expedition to the Dutch cuisine.
This is like my idea of fun. Interviewing, getting fed. Lovely. I got a feeling that could be licorice. Yeah. Not sure it smells good. Yeah, I'm alright.
Why are you eating that?
I'm trying to look hard. No, I can't eat that.
I lost my taste of that now. So.
You can eat it.
Yeah, that's not nice, that.
Give it a rating, Luke Littler, I start with you.
0.
Yeah, it'd have to be a 0. It'd have to be a 0. God, it stinks. Now we're talking.
He said he's hungry.
It's like a custardy cream, it tastes like. That's obviously like icing on a croissant. And actually, I've never had that before.
Icing.
It's good when you're going for a second. That's a 4.5 out of 5, that.
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah.
I think you are the faster eater, because you were really...
Oh yeah, I'm a fast eater. Oh yeah, me, yeah. I'd have demolished that in a minute.
Is there also a bit of rivalry in between if you do games like this?
Yeah, Quickest one to eat. Well, he just keeps beating me, so there is no referee. I think the fans enjoy watching us as well, because we always have close games, always good games.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing it for 20 years plus. The thing you've got to look at in this game, there is no revenge. You know, it's not like you're avenging if I beat him the next time I do. It's not revenge for beating me 6 times on a trot, because we will go on runs where I win a few, he'll win a few. You know, he might beat me more than I'll beat him, but you know, he's a great player. He knows I'm a great player, and hopefully we have some, you know, amazing games in the future. Like the World Final was fantastic, so we'll hopefully continue to produce more.
For you, Luke, do you play better against Luke Humphries?
It's just, he's the better player. And I'll always play my best darts. Well, I've tried the best against Luke and obviously Michael van Gerwen, who I think are the 2 best in the world at the minute.
3 best with you. Bring more food, please. Yeah, mate. Can I just take this? 4.5 out of 5.
4.5? Where are you getting these 4.5s from?
Because I know something's going to wow me soon.
It's a kebab, it's got to be 5.
You might know this one.
I think I do. This is a proper Dutch delicacy, isn't it? Well, bitterball is my favourite. I absolutely love it. It's a stew, isn't it, in a batter? It's amazing. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 for even having it. But it's amazing. Ready?
He's just hungry, so everything's nice to him.
Yeah, true. I love this. I'm going out for dinner tonight, so I'll probably get it again. I've been on the tour for a long time, but I feel like also I'm learning, because this is the busiest year of my life. It's the hardest part about being a dart player, I think, is the schedule. You know, being away from family is really tough. You know, every time I have to leave my girlfriend and my son on a Wednesday, and then you don't see them until the Monday, it's sometimes really, really tough, and it's hard to leave the house. You don't want to go. You physically can't play and everything, because you just spend so much time away that you probably end up not enjoying the game as much, and that can happen. You know, I'm at the stage now where enough has already been played. You know, I think I wouldn't like to take on any extra tournaments or exhibitions. You know, what I've got right now is what I'm going to stick to.
Luke Humphries, he's the champion in Brighton.
You know, I thought I played really well that night, and obviously carried on the next 2 weeks playing fantastic, but that gave me the confidence to go on and win the next 2 nights. I just needed to get that win under my belt. Yeah, I mean, it's all looking good at the moment, but that can all change in a couple of weeks if you're not careful. So I've stayed quite dedicated, practiced throughout, you know, my days off and stuff to make sure I'm sharp. Everyone knows how good I can score. Sometimes my doubles can let me down, and I feel like that is what's been the thing that's put me to where I am in the table at the moment. Second is by, you know, my double success. Michael plays against me, he always plays well. I expect it's going to be a big task to beat him, especially in front of his home crowd, but it depends how much pressure he puts on himself. If he puts too much on himself and doesn't perform, then, you know, I'll be hopefully there to pick up the pieces and win. But if I relax a bit more, that's when I can play my best darts, and I just want to, you know, keep my head straight and concentrate on qualifying for finals night first.
The lads have just gone up on stage with Luke Littler, so whenever you're ready.
What's up? Hey buddy, okay? You right? Good. Yeah, it did. That was going in as well. Do you reckon this is a bigger floor than last week then, do you think? I don't... Do you think? I think it might be wider, not longer. I reckon it was longer down that way. You know, if I play really well and try and, you know, keep it kind of quiet, that's the best game plan I can do, to be honest. But I know it's going to be some atmosphere out there.
What a sea, oh God, he is just a sea of orange.
Michael Smith now wants double 6. And Michael Smith, for the 4th time in the 2024 Premier League, sinks Luke Littler.
Is he going to wrap this up and book a place in the semi-final against Nathan Aspinall? The answer is yes. Michael van Gerwen, the Dutch darting darling, is out in Rotterdam. This for a huge victory.
He wants tops. He won in Exeter. He'll get a chance to win in Rotterdam because he's beaten Luke Humphries.
I just think Luke's put himself in a fantastic position against Nathan. Didn't see it out. I think he'd be kicking himself.
Michael Smith couldn't hit tops. That's the double 8, and that is the nightly win, the weekly win for Nathan Aspinall.
Nathan, last week, massive win in Rotterdam. You must have been buzzing with that.
Yeah, of course I was. It was an amazing night. I won it there last year. I won it again this year, so back-to-back times in Rotterdam, and yeah, very happy to come away with 5 points.
Oh, I'm all excited about darts. I've seen Q score too.
Getting to the closing stages now, the O2 is in sight. Every win now is like gold dust, isn't it?
It is, and I think every first game you play is important, especially tonight. If I beat Nathan, then I move 2 points away from him, which is, if he beats me, he moves 2 points closer. And that's a 4-point difference this game. So, these games are really, really important now, and then first wins of the night are massive.
Nathan Aspinall, it's been some performance.
From start to finish, he's looked at it. There you go. That was apt for the Asp, because let me tell you, that was a special performance.
Enjoy your week off, Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I will.
You almost forget that it is Luke Humphries' debut. I think the last few weeks he's maybe not been as explosive as he has been, maybe, especially when he won those few nights in a row as well. But we've seen some brilliant stuff from him, and hopefully he can kind of just end the season in a really good way.
Luke Littler was 5-2 down.
Is that 5th match start there missed, I believe?
Yeah. How many chances is Littler going to need? 1. Just the 1. That was a very, very enjoyable game of darts.
Well done, mate.
Cross to reach a final for only the 2nd time. He deserves it. Can he get it done here? Hasn't been to a final since Exeter in week 5, but he's in a final now, and he's put pay to Michael Van Goom. Rob Cross, he's left it late, but there's still an opportunity to make the playoffs.
All best to you, boy. Have a great day.
So Littler steps up for a 6-2 win.
And in the end, they do love Luke Littler in Liverpool. He started the night with boos. He ends the night in cheers. He ends the night with victory. And this victory seals Luke Littler's spot at the O2 for finals night.
I feel like this week 13 in Liverpool has been a real crucial one for the playoff places. Michael Van Gerwen got a quarter-final win, so got a couple of points on the board. Nathan Aspinall making it to the semi-finals, but Michael Smith didn't pick up any points.
Tonight it's all about reaching the Premier League final.
This is what Premier League darts is all about.
That gap, is it too big? The next 3 weeks are even more decisive in this playoff race.